Okay, cool. Let's get started. All right, so over here we're just gonna look into some more question, potentially kebab question of this circular measure which concern the topic of sector area. Okay, again, remember the area, half r squared. Oh, sorry, half r squared theta. And always remember, always remember theta always in radian. Okay, theta always in radian. Okay, cool. So let's go through the first question together. Yes. Okay, so for this question, essentially, first of all, let's try to write down everything we have. This is a paper fan, and then P, Q, and M. P, Q, and M, this is a region. The red color region is covered by paper. Okay, cool. And then OP equal to 15. OP is 2 to 3 ratio. Okay, sure. And then POQ is 120. Okay, that's it. And then they want you to calculate the area. So essentially, you want to find this thing. Very simple. It's basically the whole thing minus the smaller one, right? Correct? You minus the smaller one, then you get the big one lor. So yeah, basically it's POQ minus MON. Okay, yeah, and again, of course, we have to make sure we know what is the, again, half r squared theta, the radius, and the theta. Okay, theta first. Theta is very simple. This one, convert it, you then would get, again, I think pi is 3.142, right? Okay, they didn't say that, but they didn't say that. But I think, yeah, you can just, usually you can just be safe. You can always use 3.142. So 2.0947 radian. Okay, then what about radius? You see over here, there will be then two radius, right? One big radius, one small radius. So I think big radius was already given, which is, yes, exactly 15 cm. But the small radius, we need to do a bit of ratio law. So you can see ratio is, yes, big one is 15, but the small one we need to do a bit of ratio as it suggested. It is 3 portion out of 2 plus 3, like, you know, the ratio thingy. So you take 3 portion over here and the total is 5, right? Total is 2 plus 3, 5. So you just did a simple ratio over here, then you should be able to find the radius, which is, hold up, I think OMMP. Wait. OM is 2, not 3. OM is 2. This is a bit tricky here, but yeah, OM is 2 and MP is 3. So this should be 2 over 2 plus 3. Quite cool. And then times 15, then you get 6 cm. Okay, yeah, I think now very simple. Just have to plug in everything. So we find the big one. The big one is POQ. So half r squared theta. Again, just putting every number you have. 15 square theta. 2.0947. Yep, then you should get the answer. This one you should get 235.65. Meanwhile, the small one, you have MON. Same thing, just plug in all the number. Half r squared theta. So half r squared theta. And then, yep, this should get 37.7. So finally, again, as you have mentioned, we just had to minus off the big one, the small one from the big one. So like this, you take this part away, then yes, you then can get the remaining area of the red region. So basically this minus this, then you will get, yes, 197.95. Okay, that is it for this question. Okay, cool. Again, you can pause the video yourself if you need more time to copy or whatever. But yeah, for now, that should be it. Okay, next one. Let's move on to, let's move on to next question. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next question. This is again from the textbook itself, exercise 1.7. Okay, cool. So yeah, basically, again, let me go through it quickly. Yeah, so what happened over here is, again, I have not gotten back my calculator, but yes. Hold up. Where's the question? I can't find it. Sorry, one moment. Self-exercise. Oh, sorry. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So like once again, basically let's go through this question together. Okay, so this is a garden, blah blah blah, center. Oh, okay, I think quite obvious. Radius 12 meter, as seen over here. Radius 12 meter. PQR is a grass. Okay, sure. It looks very green like a grass. And then yeah, it says the center is Q and radius is 14. Again, radius, sorry, not radius. The center radius is 16. So this is a 16. This is 16. Okay, sure. And then it says, yes, the length of PR. So this arc over here is 14. So first of all, they ask you to find the length of the fence used to fence around the flower. So flower, it then be basically flower is basically this and this and this and this and this, like this. Okay, correct. And then they ask you to find the area of the flower. Okay, so perimeter. Okay, this is perimeter and this is area. Okay, cool. So I think let's start from perimeter. Perimeter should be quite simple. Because first of all, I think you can see this is given, right? This is given, just use them, okay? 它都给了，就用罢了, okay? So this is already given. You just have to basically find out what is this part, okay? Which I think is quite simple because if you think about it, it's basically just the whole thing minus of the middle, right? So remember the middle, this is supposed to be 16. So yeah, SP plus QT is just gonna be 12 plus 12 minus 16. So yeah, this should give you 8. And moving on is that you can also try to find the whole circle over here, the half of the whole circumference, okay? Which then this one should be SRT, okay? SRT, the whole outside, should then be again half times your theta, your radius r theta, half time r theta, okay? Actually, no, I think I should say half time your total angle, which is 2 pi, right? 360 is a 2 pi, and then multiply by the radius, okay? Or you can put it simple, it's basically just r theta, which you can say r is 12, theta is basically pi. As you should know, pi is 180. Okay, yeah, so it's just 12, 12 pi, which again, if you convert it, 37.7 meter. Yeah, so I think with that, we can then get everything else. The length would just be everything plus together. This is question A, by the way. This one plus 8 plus the two value given, 14 and 16. You then will get 75.7 meter. Okay, yeah. Well, for B, this one is a bit hard. Of course, we are not gonna find, specifically this one or this one. We're just gonna do what? We're just gonna do the big thing minus of the whatever in the middle. Like that, you can see, basically we do the big thing minus of the middle. You then get the remaining region law. That's how we do it, basically. Okay, yeah. So then what happened over here? I'm gonna find the big thing. I'm also gonna find the small thing. So the big thing is SRT, right? The area of SRT. Also, again, very simple. It's just half r squared theta. R is 12. Theta is pi again. Okay, yeah. So this should give you 226.22. Okay, yeah. Next one. This is a bit hard to find, but I think not very, very hard because, again, how to find this? Half r squared theta, right? This is the area of, what is this alphabet? PRQ. Sure. PRQ. So how to find this? Yes, again, we need r squared theta. We know r is 16, but we don't know what is the theta here. So how can we find that? Yes, you know that the arc length as given, the arc length is actually 14, right? 14. So what does it mean over here? That means I can actually form an equation on s equal to r theta. 14 equal to 16 theta, which then effectively put theta as 14 over 16, which is 7 over 8. Cool. Yep. So then we can then bring this back to here. We can then see the area would be half 16 squared, 7 over 8. And then, yeah, that's it. Then you can then find what is your, hold on, where am I? Sorry. Okay, yeah. Then you can then find what is your, sorry, one moment. Okay, yeah, okay, so then you then can find what is your meter. This is 112. Okay, so again, very simple. You just have to minus off this one, minus from the bigger one lah, basically. So putting them all together, you just have to get 226 over 1022 minus 112. You then will get the answer 114.22. Okay, 114.22 cm squared. I mean m squared. Okay, cool. That's it. Okay, that's it for this question. Again, you can pause if you want to. All right, next question. Okay, this one. So let's see again what happened over here. So again, this is a very special pipe, whatever lah. And then you have, radius internally is, again, internal means the inside circle. The inside circle is 12 cm. Then the water flows through it to the height of h. So you can see here the height from the base of the thing to the upper. Okay, we have 18 cm. Sorry, no, to h. Sorry, not 18 cm. H. Okay, to h. And then we have 18 cm as the horizontal width, which is EF. Okay, yeah. Then they ask you to find what is the value of h. Okay, should be not very hard. You can see here. Let me try to draw it a bit better. This is a circle. This is a circle, and then you have this and this and this. You have 12 over here. This is also a radius. 12 over here. You have 18. Let me just say 9 and 9 over here. Okay, yeah. So what I can find over here, I wanted to find this part, which actually is a part of the radius, if you agree. This whole thing is also a radius. So technically, if I can find, first of all, if I can find this part, I can then minus this part from the radius, then I get this part, right? That's how we make out the radius. So again, very simple over here. You can say this is x and y lah. So again, x plus y is 12. That's how we can see. And how do we find x? X is basically Pythagoras theorem. 12 square minus 9 square. Sorry. Yeah, correct. 12 square minus 9 square should give you, oh, this is not a good answer. 7.937. Yep. So then hatch y very simple. Oh, okay. Sorry, I should call it hatch. So hatch very simple. Hatch is basically 12 minus the whatever height over there. So you then get 4.063 cm. Okay, that's it. Yep, so this is how you get the hatch over here. Okay, moving on, what they ask you to calculate? They ask you to calculate the cross-sectional area covered by the water. So basically this part lah. Basically this part. Okay, so again, I hope by this point you should remember how do we do that. Again, typically what do? We'll use again the whole thing minus the triangle. And if you remember the equation, half r square theta, this is half r square sine theta. What's the difference here? The difference is this is a radian, but this is a degree. So to be very, very careful over here. When it comes to triangle formula, it is always in degree. We have to keep note of that. Okay, yeah. And anyway, let's try to find the first of all this one first. Half 12 square theta. Oh yeah, what is theta? Okay, we haven't found theta also. Correct. Very good question. Let's come back to this picture. Right. How do you find theta? Actually not very hard lah. Okay, you can use cosine rule by the way if you want to, but I think the simplest way to do is probably just to do, just to do a bit of triangle lah. This is 12, this is 9, correct? And this is 2 of the angle. So yeah, how do you find one part of it? We can find half of it first, right? Half of it first. So half of it, this one, this theta. This is half theta by the way. So sine, is it sine? Sorry. Opposite hypotenuse, yes. So sine half of the theta would be 9 over 12. So then half theta would be calculated as 48 degree 35 minute. Then of course, yes, theta would then be the double of this. So this basically 2 times it. So that's why it would be 97 and then 10 minutes. Then finally moving on is that, again, always remember, you always need to keep a degree. You always have to also keep a radian copy. So you can also convert this to radian, which then give you 1.696. This is radian. Okay, this is in radian. So again, we need to always have degree and radian, because remember later, we need to use both degree and radian. Okay, yeah. So now again, I think then you should be very simple. Now you just have to find out the sector and the triangle. Sector is r square theta, so half 12 square theta, 1.696 equal to 122.11. Then the triangle would then be half r square sine theta degree, so half again 12 square sine what? Sine 97 degree 10 minute. Yep, this should then give you 71.44. Finally, again, just a difference over here. So 122.11 minus 71.44, you get 50.67. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it for this question. All right, a very good question actually. Okay, cool. Next question. Wait, where am I? Okay, we have 2 more questions now in this video. Yes. Okay, this one. Okay, cool. Let's see what happened over here. So for this question, we are having 2 discs. Okay, radius 11. This is 11. This is 7. And they touch each other, okay? And then they are said to be on a straight line of PDCQ. Okay, cool. I think should be okay, not very hard. Alright, so first of all, BAD. Oh, this angle, BAD. Okay, how are we gonna find that? I think this question you have to do a little bit of triangle over here as well. It's also a bit clever, but yeah. If you do, okay, because you see, if you want to find this angle, right, what is the formula typically? S equal to r theta law, S, A equal to half r square theta. But again, this formula cannot be used because I do not know what is the radius, or circumference. I also do not know what is the area. There's no information of the area or the arc length. So because of that, I have to use something else, which is basically triangle. Now, what triangle can I use? Yes, if you zoom in a bit here, you can actually find a triangle. Again, triangle basically built on right angle triangle. So always try to find the right angle triangle, a 90-degree triangle. So in that case, you can see I can find A and B over here. This was 11, this was 7. So you can see what is this height then? This is then 11 minus 7, right? Because this is 11, this is 7. Yeah, very simple. It's just minus it. So equal to 4. Then you also know this is 11 plus 7. Then you can see we now have an angle. So how to find that angle? This is opposite adjacent, hypotenuse, and adjacent. Yeah, so basically you have A and H. This is cos. Cos angle equal to A over H equal to 4 over 18. Okay, then you can just find angle. So angle would then be 77 degree 10 minutes. Okay, it says in degrees. Okay, cool. And next one, I think they want to find the shaded region. What is shaded region? Is it the middle one? Like the middle part, right? I guess so. It's the middle part, right? This one. This is a shaded region. It's a bit weird, but this is a shaded region. Okay, so yeah, again, how do we find that? Again, should be very simple. Basically, just use the trapezium law. You minus off what? Two things, minus this one, you get this part. Okay, yep, so let's do that. Let's start from trapezium. How to find trapezium? Very simple, yes, first of all, you need to know A, B, and C, correct? This is a height. So half A plus B, height. We have A, we have B. How to find the height? Yes, it should be not very hard. You see, the height is basically this length. If you remember just now, we had the triangle. Yes, we have 18 and 4. So what is this length? Yes, just a simple Pythagoras theorem. 18 square minus 4 square, you should get 17.55. Okay, then moving on, what happened is that you can then find the trapezium law. So the trapezium would then be half 17.55 and then A plus B, which is 7 plus 11. Okay, yep, they should give you 157.95. Okay, cool. That's for trapezium. Okay, yeah, again, you can pause the video by any time because that is how you should be able to catch up. Okay, yeah. Next one. Then we have the next one. We have the sector, right? The sector. So let's start from the sector. Let's start from the big sector, the 11 cm one. Okay, again, same thing. We need to know the theta over here, which I think you have already found the degree. Just convert it 77 and 10. Convert it to 100 degree and then multiply by this, then you can get 1.347. Okay, 1.347. Then again, just use a formula: half r square theta, half 11 square theta. You then get 81.49. Okay, 81.49. Similar fashion, we also have to find the other circle, the other sector, which again, we don't define the angle. What is the angle here? Again, should be very hard, should be very simple. You see, this is at the end of the day, it's just a whole, it's just a whole, it's a whole trapezium. It's a whole trapezium. And you know that this two is right angle triangle. So these two essentially, it is also 180. This is 180. This is 180. So how do you find this theta over here? Yes, theta equal to 360 minus 290 degree at the bottom. And then you also minus off the one on top you have just found, which was 77 degree 10 minutes. Okay, yeah, then after you do this, then you should be able to get yes, you should be able to get, oh, they do it it's okay, let me do it mentally. Okay, I don't have calculator with me, but yeah, it's okay. This one basically would be something around 82, this one 50 minutes. Okay, which then if you complete it, you should then be able to get this one over 360 over 180. Again, typically we convert it to radian. So yes, we will get 1.795. Okay, yeah. So this is for the degree, for the radian. Again, why do we use radian? Because again, our formula should always use radian unless you have triangle, or else you use radian. Okay, so once again, half r square theta, half 7 square theta, 1.795. Yep, this gives you 43.98. So now very simple law. You already found the whole thing. You found the two sides. You just have to minus them. So 157.95 minus the two circle, you then get 32.48. Okay, that's it for this question. Okay, cool. Alright, finally, last question. Yeah, last question together. Okay, again, feel free to pause the video yourself if you need to catch up with any of the particular topic. Last question is about clock. Okay, sure, clock. We have a clock now. Okay, what to do with the clock? Let's see. The clock is saying the area swept by blah, blah, blah. Okay, basically 10, and then yeah, minute hand is 8 cm. This is 8 cm, and then area swept through by the minute hand when the time shown is 3:30. So basically 10:30, 10 to 10:30, right? You see what happened? You swipe across this. What is the angle? For question A, the angle is Yes, you can see this is from, okay, you can just do this lah. 6 to 2, right? 6 to 2, 6 to 2, and then over 12 in 100 degree, in 360, that's why this is giving you 120 degree. Okay, and if as one again, as always, remember to convert it back to radian. So 120 over 180 times pi, 3.142, which should then give you 2.095 radian. Okay, yeah, again, very simple lah. Area equal to what? As usual, as very usual, half r square theta, half a square, 2.095. So then we get 67.0, sorry, no, yes, correct, 67.04. Okay, yep, that's it. And next one, it says the angle if the area swept through is mini hand. Okay, this should be even simpler. Basically, just do this equal to 80, right? Okay, yeah, again, typically half r square theta equal to 80. So theta equal to, again, if you solve everything else, you should get theta equal to 2.5 radian. And that's it. They didn't even ask you to convert it back, They didn't even ask you to calculate what time is it. They just ask you to find the area, sorry, the angle, which is literally just the formula. Okay, that's it for the question. Okay, very good. Thank you very much.